Hi, I'm Mark from M Small Engine. Today I'm going to show you how to restring bumper head trimmers. The reason I'm doing that is, I used to sell new stuff before I just decided just to repair stuff. But when somebody bought something, you explained how to mix the gas and everything in these trimmers and showed them how to put new string in. But nowadays, big box stores pretty much took over selling this stuff is because of the price point. You can buy this stuff in big box stores so much cheaper. But the guys there, they don't show you how to replace it. They really don't show you how to start it or nothing like that. So I'll try explaining and showing you. I think is one of the easiest ways to restring them. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, I got three different brands here. I got a Stihl FS38. Then we got a Poulan Pro. Then we got a Remington Rustler. They all have bumper heads on them. And we'll take each one apart and I'll pull out the string and we'll restring each one. So we'll do the Stihl one first. So you just turn this bottom bumper, just unscrew it. And the whole unit comes off. And you pull it out. Just on these bumper head ones, there's a spring in there. Do not lose that spring or else it's not going to work right. Then another thing, there's a bunch of grass buildup in there. Oh, like they take a screwdriver and stuff. Get all that hard grass out of there. Then take your air and blow it out real good. Okay, I'm going to try doing it so you can see what I'm doing. Going to pull all the old string out. On a lot of these bumper heads, it will say what size string to use. Personally, I like the 90 and the 95, the .090 or .090 or the .095. That's the two sizes I like. I think they're probably the two most popular sizes. And you can buy this stuff that's smooth or it has edges on it like this. This is kind of the stuff I use around here because of the weeds. But people like filling these things plumb full. But I don't like doing that because the line actually gets friction burned and it like glues itself together when you get a whole bunch in there. So I just like getting like 6 foot. Get some line out here. Yeah, about 6 foot here. I don't know how to explain it. The more you put in there, you're gonna have more problems because to me it just gets friction burned in there. Then you end up wasting a bunch of line. But on the Stihl ones here, there's 2 holes where you put your line. You put one on each side there. They press in there. Then they're facing that way, so you grab your line and pull it tight. And you run it through there, one on each side. It's a dual feed. There's 2 strings coming out of these. That's the majority of the trimmers nowadays. 2 lines coming out of them. And it fills up like about half full. And that's about the limit. And grab it, make sure it's tight. Take our cutters. Clamp one in over there. That's for your 2 different sizes. So now it won't come undone for you. So then on this piece here, there's an eyelet here and one over here. So we'll get one started there and Get the other side in here. So then you kind of work it around till they line up. And as you're pushing in, you're going to pull out on these to unhook them from the. And you're going to keep pressure on that. You don't want that coming off. Put it down there where it locks into place. Take your bumper head, screw it on so it's tight, and grab your ends. Push that button and it comes out. And we'll take our lines. There's like a cutter, this little cutter thing right here. Just snap that off there. Snap it off there. That's all you have to do. And when the line gets down, when it's running, pop it out, and it spits out another couple inches. So that's how you do the Stihl one. Okay, let's do this Poulan Pro next. They're basically all the same. Okay, on this Poulan Pro, there's a little push-in dealy here and one over here. Just squeeze in on them. And it takes that cover off. And you can take out the spool here. Let's take this old line off. We'll put a new line in there. And we'll grab like 6 foot again. 5, 6 foot's all you need. I won't go any less than 5 foot. And on this one here, it's a different system on here. I'll bring the camera over here. Instead of holes where you put your line in, there's like a little hook you put in, so make sure your line is equal. And there's like a little hook here. So just keep it tight. Okay, I'm going to keep it tight. Let's go back over to the trimmer head here. These ones are a little tougher than the Stihls. Make sure that goes into place like that. Make sure they both are latched. And just grab both ends and press on there and make sure they come out. That makes this working properly. And there's a cutter right here that cuts the line if it gets too long. But if you don't cut up to that, then if you get it too long, we start up, the line will actually wrap up around here and just cause a big mess. But just grab your lines, push on the center, and it brings it out. The trick is don't fill them things all the way full, because the line gets friction burned and it actually melts the line together and it gets all clogged up on the inside, and you're sitting there banging the head and nothing's coming out. Well, that's why, because that line's getting friction burned in there. So that's the Poulan Pro. So let's do the Remington next. Okay, got the Remington. turned upside down here, and it's just unscrew the button. And this one here, the spring is in here instead of like the Stihl, the spring was inset here. Oh, the spring's in here. Just don't ever lose the springs. So make sure it's nice and clean in there. Don't want no grass, debris, or anything like that in there. And on some of them, it actually says rewind line and they have arrows going that way. That's basically how you do it. It's all one way, but on this one here, it does say rewind line with an arrow. Some don't do that. So we'll grab like another 6 foot of line here. It's kind of the same as that Stihl in a way. There's two holes. Stick them in there. Then the arrows are pointing the rewind line that way. And the trick is always keeping it tight. That's the key, is keeping it tight. Yeah, I don't want to say nothing bad about the big box stores because I buy stuff there too because you can get stuff cheaper. But I used to sell Stihl, Dixon, Dolmar, and Johnson. I used to sell all that stuff. And when people would buy this stuff, I'd show them how to do that. And I'm sure every shop, repair shop around the country, they probably do that stuff too. Even with the Stihls and stuff, I had logs out back, or to actually show them how to show them the safety and everything on saws and everything. It just big box stores just don't do that. Let's see how we got that there. They're like about half full with the 6 foot of line. It just, I've tried it many times, try to fill them up because I think it'll save time, but in the end, halfway through, it binds up with your waste of line because they get friction burns. So let's go back over to the head here. Well, just a little debris in there. Always make sure these are clean. Blow a little air in there. Free of debris and nicely tapped, tight wound, and should be good to go. Keep that down. Don't let go of that until we get this on there. Make sure that's nice and tight. Then to check it out, grab your lines, squeeze on that, and it pops out. You know you got it done right then. Cut them off. And there you go. Anyways, that's how you redo lines on string trimmers. Anyways, I hope this will help you out. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please subscribe. Anyways, you guys have a good afternoon.